Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the beautiful shock. Unexpected duo headed for steamy romance. Who's hooking up? Bold and the beautiful excites as two characters are about to hit the sheets as the newest bed buddies on the CBS soap, and we're going to talk about who it is that's getting frisky by the end of the month. There's only a few possibilities based on the existing characters on the screen. We're going to discuss 3 possible couples who are about to get frisky soon. So, recently an official Bold and the beautiful spoiler said 2 people make love for the first time. And it happens in March, and we're getting towards the end of the month. So right now we've got things twisting around and shaking couples up. And we're watching some new pairings in their fledgling stages. There's really only 3 possible pairings for people that might get into bed based on who's on screen. And so, I have ranked these from the least likely to hook up to the most likely. And the first to talk about is Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, and RJ Forrester, Joshua Hoffman. And as you know, Electra has only ever been intimate with Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. She lost her V-card to him not too long ago, and it was a really big deal for her, especially once that whole lie about the mystery girl who turned out to be Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, sleeping with him came out. So after all that, I just don't think Electra would jump right into intimacy with somebody else right after breaking up with Will. But they are absolutely a possibility for this spoiler. Because Electra is newly single and RJ is completely smitten with her. He has been thinking about when he kissed Electra, and we know RJ wants a chance to do it again. At the moment, Electra is all worked up about Will and Melissa Dillon, Sydney Bullock, and we know Electra feels completely betrayed. So, she's in a very vulnerable place, and RJ might be able to play on that vulnerability, and that means there is a chance she could get caught up with RJ, and things turn steamy. I do think it's a very, very small chance that Electra ends up in bed with RJ in the next couple of weeks. I do think he is genuinely into Electra. But I also think he respects her and that RJ wants something real with Electra. And I don't think RJ wants to take advantage of her. But that being said, if they hook up, I think that he would be sure to rub it in Will's face that he's been with Electra. I could see RJ saying he's going to be the one to treat Electra the right way, which Will didn't do. And Electra also may be more open to getting with RJ. Because Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, is pushing for this to happen. She hates Will and wants Electra to give RJ a chance. Ivy thinks RJ is much better than Will. And Electra really values her Aunt Ivy's opinion and trusts her, which she should not. Because Electra has no idea how much Ivy manipulated her and intentionally destroyed her relationship with Will. Despite Ivy's scheming and RJ's genuine interest in Electra, I feel like of the 3 possible pairings that RJ getting with Electra is the least likely. But we still have to acknowledge that it may happen. I would be absolutely shocked if it went that way, though. So, the second possibility of new bed buddies is Dylan and Will. Now, it's no secret that Dylan is wildly attracted to Will. She has been pretty much from the start, but she was trying to keep it in check while she and Electra were best friends. And Dylan already admitted to Deke Sharp, Harrison Cohn, that she is falling for Will and isn't going to leave his house anytime soon if he's willing to let her stay. So that has her in close proximity to him. So that could help this. Also, Dylan overhears Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, and Ivy talking this week, and Dylan's going to be shocked by what she hears. We know this week Daphne is telling off Ivy and saying that Electra and Will love each other. And Daphne is really bothered by what Ivy did that absolutely broke Electra's heart. But Ivy dismisses Daphne's concerns and says kids date, they break up, things happen. So, Dylan may also overhear depending on how many details Dylan gives about Ivy stealing Electra's letter and replacing it with Will's broken necklace, which made Electra think Will chose Dylan over her and was breaking up with Electra. But even if Dylan doesn't hear all of the details, she may figure out Ivy manipulated their breakup. So, Dylan may realize there's a ticking clock. And if Will finds out what Ivy did, there's a chance Will and Electra could reconcile. Bottom line is Dylan seems to be a decent person. And if Electra hadn't been bullying her, which has gone on for quite a while now, more so than just recently. And if they were still on good terms, I think Dylan would tell Electra what Ivy did. But instead, I think Dylan may use this time and this advantage to get more seductive with Will to try and keep him. And because he's really upset about Elektra and RJ kissing, and then Elektra lying to his face about the kiss, while Will told the truth about his kiss with Dylan. He's feeling really betrayed. So, I could see Will being vulnerable, and if Dylan makes a move, it may pay off for her and it helps that they're under the same roof. So, I do think there is a chance Will goes there with Dylan. I feel like these two hooking up is way more plausible than RJ getting Elektra into bed. But the most likely couple for this spoiler about a new couple getting in the sheets in March has got to go to Dr. Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and her ex-patient Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon. Now, we know Taylor and Deacon are in love. They fell hard. But Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, is acting like she's Taylor's mom and forbade them to be together, which of course just made them forbidden fruit, which is very tasty, right? And of course, Steffi is rightly worried about Taylor being targeted by psycho Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown, if she gets in deeper with Deacon. Steffi's ultimatum, I think, is the primary obstacle to Taylor hooking up with Deacon, even more so than the Sheila issue. But I can see Taylor and Deacon ending up alone together, maybe in Taylor's office. That seems a plausible place for them to hook up, and then Deacon and Taylor kiss, and then they lose control, and they get frisky. Because they can't help themselves no matter what Steffi is threatening. Or, it could be that Taylor drops in at Bikini Bar. Because she knows Deacon is expanding there and might catch him alone there, and nobody would be looking for them at Bikini Bar because if you remember, he only told Taylor about it. He didn't mention it to Sheila. And I feel like them saying that wasn't for nothing. I think there was a reason behind it. And if memory serves me, there is a bedroom upstairs at Bikini Bar. Because I think it was like 2019. It's been some years. But Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., got drunk at Bikini Bar after a fight with Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. And Ridge was so wasted that he couldn't drive. And then Shauna Fulton was there, and she joined him in the bed, and Ridge was stunned when they woke up together. I don't think they did the deed. I think because he passed out. She just slept beside him. But we do know there's a bedroom there. Bottom line, I suspect Taylor and Deacon have some kind of combustible moment and make love, and it's amazing, and then Taylor may freak and say it can't happen again. We know that Sheila finds out about them.